I used to manage a popular sporting goods store. One day, a customer bought a tent. The cashier who sold it to her texted me that night saying she was acting really sketchy and paid with a gift card from the same kind of tent she had just returned. She came back a few days later asking for a refund. Me, sure, no big deal. I just need your receipt. I don't have it. Me, okay, then can I see the credit or debit card you paid with? After dodging the question several times, she finally admitted she paid with a gift card. Me, no problem. I can just put it back on a gift card. This is where all broke loose. She started raising her voice, saying this was the second tent she had purchased from us that didn't work. She couldn't explain how. She claimed that because her son had a football practice over the weekend, she had to purchase a third tent from another retailer, and she wanted me to cash out her purchase to make up for what she spent at the other store. Me? Absolutely not. We can't do that. She was obviously trying to receipt launder. She had already bought 2 tents, returned them damaged, and was trying again. Every time she conveniently lost her receipt, hoping the cashier wouldn't notice and would give cash or return to a credit card. But our system doesn't work that way. After several exchanges, it only offers store credit, and not even a manager override can change that. She tried everything. Blamed us for selling faulty tents, blamed the cashier for not doing the first return right, called corporate demanding I be fired because I wouldn't honor a gift card cash value, and even asked me what time I leave the store so she could try again later. She refused to get out of line and started spewing nonsense about a US law from the 1960s that apparently said gift cards were legal tender, and I had to reimburse her in cash. I explained multiple times, no one forced you to purchase a third tent from another retailer. There is zero option for me to give you cash. She then, with a perfectly dead serious expression, asked, "Customer, why can't you just pull the money from the register and write it down that you refunded me, like on a piece of paper?" Me, that is illegal, would get me fired, and you can't get cash for a gift card. Unless you have other business here, we need to take care of the other customers. She refused to get out of line and started getting aggressive. I called the cops in front of her. She stayed inside a little longer, fuming, before finally leaving. Eventually, the cops showed up and made sure she left the parking lot so she couldn't harass us anymore. She never got her refund, but she did leave a glowing review online saying I didn't know the laws of this country. Here are some of the best comments from our community on that story. First, a series of puns started with user Steven, who wrote, "It all got very intense." Glenn replied with another great pun. "The stakes weren't even that high." And 12 Square added to it, asking, "When they couldn't pitch the tent, they pitched a fit." Finishing that thread, Arizona Angels commented more seriously, "I hope she was trespassed, otherwise they'll find her camping outside and harassing customers and employees." Next, we have a discussion about the customer's claim regarding legal tender. User Joanna clarified the law, saying, "Legal tender means it can be accepted to pay off debt. If someone owed me money, I'm pretty sure no court would side with them if they sued me for not taking a gift card to a sporting goods store instead of cash." Robert4836 added a sarcastic reply to that. "Legal tender means even though it's just paper now and you can't trade it in for gold anymore, please don't throw it in the trash. We pinky swear it's still good for debts." Kaya then replied to them saying, "I love gold bugs. They're such a funny species of idiot." Finally, some users commented on the scammer's persistence. Karcharocles wrote, "I love it when scammers can't figure out when to cut their losses." Nightshade 1972 replied, imagining the customer's thought process. "I just have to keep trying. Surely at some point the clerk will be dumber than I am and will let me have the refund." And to that, user Oh Knows added, "Or the manager is extra spineless." And that's a look at some of the comments from the post. Thanks for listening.